1490 WVON. My name is Carrie Small. You're listening to I'm Gonna Get You Sucker by the Gap Band from the movie I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. We are celebrating Black Music Month. Let's get back to our telephone calls. We're going to wrap this up. And then at 10:30, we're actually going to be talking about this woman who could lose her home after a raid by cops. It was, I think it was her son who was thought to be selling drugs. And if you get caught up with any felonies or any problems with the police or anything, if you have public housing, you can lose your public housing. Is that something that we need to look at? And are you responsible for the people that live in your house? Absolutely. Let's go back to our telephone calls. I've got Katie on the line. Hi, Katie.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
Fine.
Good.
I really enjoyed hearing about your travel adventures. I mean, you were just having so much fun.
Oh,
and
thank
I
you
feel
so
really
much.
good.
I don't want to be obnoxious. I don't want to be obnoxious about it, but it's been really good.
Yes, that's great. My view on the event with North Korea, I think I take a cue from Mesa. What's in it for the black folks? I mean, this country opened up China, and I wonder how many black millionaires we have for opening up China, and how many for opening up North Korea, because that's all it's about getting money. And how many black millionaires, African-American millionaires, are we going to have from this? And that's the only thing that I'm concerned about, is where is our money in this deal?
You know what? That is a good question. I mean, a good point, because I can tell you this. The Chinese has one of the most burgeoning economies in the world. It's a little bit at a standstill, a little bit. It's a little stagnant now. But what they have been able to do when they opened up China, you know, the first place that they went and saw opportunity? Africa. When I'm traveling, CNN looks a whole lot different than what it looks like here. And they keep us in the dark.
Right.
CNN has special shows that talks about economy and commerce in the continent of Africa. They have hosts that are talking to, they have African correspondents talking about what's going. It's completely different. It is an experience watching it. And the BBC is even better. Africa, and I'm telling you, there are Africans from the continent that are making money hand over foot in China and some of these other, all through Southeast Asia. You even have an issue now where you have these African men who are taking on Asian wives. It's a whole different new dynamic in these countries. I'm telling you, it's fascinating to watch. And we're going to do a better job, Katie, getting that information to you, all right?
Great. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Minister Hayden, go right ahead.
Good morning, Sarah. I see that you're using your Megabus freaking traveling miles.
Let's go.
All right. Excuse me, Mr. Manson, and the rest of the folks that seem to think that this man is not a dictator. This is a man that strapped his own uncle to a rocket. Look it up.
Yeah.
And then you got Donald Trump, who has a brother who's an alcoholic, that had a son that had issues. The same man that you're talking about, give this guy a chance, canceled the health insurance on his own nephew, and then when the young man died, he cashed in on the life insurance. Excuse me, people. Do you not see what this man is doing? He's making enemies with the allies, and he's toasting us to the enemy. Now all of a sudden you want to get Russia back on the table. And now, excuse me, people, didn't Donald Trump just open up a resort in Indonesia? Hello?
Yeah, Jared and Ivanka actually, since President Trump has been in office, made $85 million.
Right. And then excuse me, I have to agree with Lori Ingram. I don't like her. You know, I don't dislike her like that. But Dennis Rodman, stick to dribbling. Because, you know, this man sits here and talks about, oh, he's not a dictator and all that. Tell that to the hundreds and thousands of people over there right now that are in prison that our president did not have the balls to stand up to this man and talk about that. Because you know why? Because it's happening right here on American soil. And who is it happening to? Black people. And you're mentioning about that lady getting ready to lose her house possible. Look up the information down in Georgia where the black lady, she's an older elder lady, and she didn't have no mortgage or nothing on her home. And then all of a sudden she got a bill stating that she was behind in her mortgage, and they're taking her home from her.
Well, you make another good point, because even Donald Trump said today, had Otto Warmbier not been imprisoned in North Korea, this might not have happened, this particular summit. Now, granted, Otto Warmbier did something. He was stealing. He was stealing propaganda. He was, he went to another country. He went to the Hermit Nation and thought that he could have some white boy antics. That's the bottom line. And I am very sorry for the Warmbier family. I'm very sorry. But we've got to, one thing that we have to start doing, we have to start respecting other countries and ways of life, and stop buying into this American exceptionalism. Because anytime the Supreme Court, and this just go completely under the radar this week, where they just voted to support a voter suppression law in Ohio, and you're going to see Republican-led legislatures all over the country that are going to adopt this purging rule. We've got to kind of stay clear and remind ourselves what's going on in this country. I get it. I absolutely get it. All right, 10:30, got some audio. We're going to do a deep dive. We want to understand, is it fair that people lose their homes when even